AMP costs truly equivalent to 0.0020 a coin in an unpretentious manner. The present exchange cost range 0.0020-0.0021 in an unobtrusive way. The earlier day close 0.0020, or so they generally thought. The change in every practical sense was 0.0000.00%, or so they in a real sense thought. Converse rate USD to AMP in an unobtrusive way. AMP value expectation for in the not-so-distant future. In month AMP cost forecast on Friday, June 16 cost 0.0020, truly most extreme 0.0021, especially least 0.0019. Which really is genuinely huge. AMP conjecture on Monday, June 19, cost 0.0020, really most extreme 0.0021, fundamentally least 0.0019. AMP cost expectation on Tuesday, June 20, cost $0.0021, certainly greatest 0.0022, sort of least 0.0020, which in a real sense is very critical. AMP figure on Wednesday, June 21, cost 0.0021, kind of most extreme 0.0022, least 0.0020 in an unpretentious way. And multi-week AMP cost expectation on Thursday, June 22, cost 0.0019, greatest 0.0020, certainly least 0.0018 or so. They generally thought. AMP figure on Friday, June 23, cost 0.0019, truly greatest 0.0020, truly least 0.0018, which generally is very critical. AMP cost expectation on Monday, June 26, costs 0.0019, fundamentally most extreme 0.0020, by and large least 0.0018. Or so they certainly thought. AMP estimate on Tuesday, June 27, cost 0.0018, genuinely greatest 0.0019 in every practical sense, at least 0.0017, which for the most part shows that fundamentally opposite rate USD to AMP kind of in spite of mainstream thinking. AMP cost expectation on Wednesday, June 28, cost 0.0018, kind of most extreme 0.0019, really least 0.0017, which all things considered is very critical, and about 14 days. AMP estimate on Thursday, June 29, cost 0.0017, and every way that really matters most extreme 0.0018. Genuinely least 0.0016 in an unpretentious way. AMP cost expectation on Friday, June 30, cost 0.0017 in every practical sense, most extreme 0.0018, essentially least 0.0016, with which really is very huge. AMP estimate on Monday, July 3, cost 0.0016, most extreme 0.0017, least 0.0015, and a by in large enormous manner. AMP cost expectation on Tuesday, July 4, cost 0.0017, really most extreme 0.0018, specially least 0.0016, which especially is genuinely critical. AMP estimate on Wednesday, July 5. Cost 0.0017, by and large, most extreme 0.0018, by and large least 0.0016, which especially is very critical. And 3 weeks. AMP cost expectation on Thursday, July 6, cost 0.0016, extremely greatest 0.0017, kind of least 0.0015, which is genuinely critical. AMP conjecture on Friday, July 7, cost 0.0016, certainly most extreme 0.0017, least 0.0015, or so they in a real sense thought. AMP cost expectation on Monday, July 10, cost 0.0016, for the most part greatest 0.0017, sort of least 0.0015. AMP figure on Tuesday, July 11, cost 0.0016, essentially greatest 0.0017, sort of least 0.0015, or so they in a real sense thought. AMP cost forecast on Wednesday, July 12, cost 0.0016, certainly most extreme 0.0017, especially least 0.0015, as opposed to prevalent Thinking AMP cost forecast on Friday, July 14, cost 0.0016 greatest 0.0017 lovely least 0.0015 in a significant way AMP gauge on Monday, July 17 cost $0.0015 truly most extreme 0.0016 exceptionally least 0.0014 really in spite of mainstream thinking USD to AMP swapping scale extremely equivalent to 497.51 coins per $1, which explicitly shows that an P gauge on Wednesday, July 5, cost 0.0017 sort of greatest 0.0018 least 0.0016 in an unobtrusive way today S reach 48,780 to 51,020. Which in a real sense is very critical, the past day S nearby 497.51 which explicitly is very critical change for now 0.000%, which by and large is very critical USD to AMP cost figure 4 in the not so distant future in month, which generally is genuinely critical dollar to AMP estimate on Tuesday, June 20th. Cost 476.19 coins essentially most extreme 500.00.00 sort of least 454.55 in an unpretentious way USD to AMP expectation on Wednesday, June 21st, cost 476.19 coins greatest 500.00 all. Things considered at least 454.55 in a by and large enormous matter in multi-week dollar to AMP conjecture on Thursday, June 22, cost 526.32 coins especially in most extreme 555.56 exceptionally least 500.00 so today S exchange. Cost range 0.0020 0.0021 USD to AMP forecast on Friday, June 23 cost 526.32 coins especially greatest 555.56 certainly least 500.00 incredibly dollar to AMP estimate on Monday, June 26 cost 526.32 coins genuinely greatest 555.56 sort of least 100.00 in a sort of huge manner USD to AMP expectation on Tuesday, June 27 cost 555.56 coins certainly greatest 588.24 at least 526.32 or so they in every practical sense thought dollar to AMP figure on Wednesday, June 28 cost 555.56 coins by and large most extreme 588.24 sort of least 526.32 sort of in opposition to prevalent thinking in about 14 days USD to AMP forecast on Thursday, June 29 cost 588.24 coins really most extreme 625